Can you introduce yourself to the people at home?
Hi, my name is Philippe Herndon. I am the head bottle washer in charge at Caroline Guitar Company.
Awesome. When you were a kid, what was your favorite subject in school?
Oh, man. How small a kid we talking?
You know what? We are playing fast and loose with these rules.
So we're sort of saying like elementary school?
Let's go with that.
Math. I loved math. I was like king of the multiplication mountain.
All right.
You know,
playing around the world.
Yeah, I was
doing the
killing
whole
it.
thing?
I loved math and stuff.
Awesome.
Like that, you know.
So, how did you first get involved in like pedals and the musical instrument industry and all that?
So I was lucky enough to work for a really cool guitar shop in Gloucester, Virginia. It's still up there. It's called Winter Sound Company.
Okay.
And Jim would hand me stuff that he didn't want to repair.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to mess with this, because he made more money repairing stuff like amps and things like that as warranty claims and things like that.
Yeah.
Or he did amp repair stuff or PA repair, and he could charge a client a good amount of money. So he handed me something, and the first thing I ever tore apart was an old Proco Rat. We determined the op amp was dead, did a swap. It sounded different and kind of awesome, and that kind of inspired the early start of it. And then I was a playing and touring musician, and you struggle. It's like you can't afford every time to set up a guitar when you're broke to hand a guitar.
Better figure it out.
Yeah, it's $60 for a setup, $40 for a pickup swap. You're like, you just can't afford that stuff. So you start to figure stuff out and repair things. So I would buy broken stuff I'd find on the internet.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Hawaiian pizza. That's it sounds great.
Man, thank you. That means a ton.
How would you pitch that to somebody? Because my wife bought it for me, just being like, "You love Hawaiian pizza."
Oh,
I think you'd get it. I was like, it sounds rad.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
But I never actually did all the research into it. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, and the research is sort of like the hunt and the fun and the things.
But I figured I found you. I figured that's the easiest way. If you want to learn about your favorite pedal, it's way easier just to start a company and go meet the guy. Do that. So.
But there's also the joy of like you get something unexpected.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what is this?
And when just the knobs have like the icons, I was like, if I turn the pig up and the pineapple down, then apparently pedals need less pineapple.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes less pineapple is better for people.
So like, what's the pitch of that pedal?
So we called it Hawaiian pizza because people were either going to love it or hate it.
Exactly.
Like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
And it's basically a fuzz face for people who've always hated fuzz faces, and that it has, if you're techie at all, it's 3 simple controls that do a lot.
Yeah.
And on the techie side of it, it's basically 3 voltage dividers at different stages. 1 on the input stage, 1 on the output stage, and 1 on the power stage. Incredibly basic when you think about
it.
You're just like, you cut voltage here, you cut voltage here, you cut voltage here.
Okay.
And look what happens when you do this. Oh my gosh, cutting a voltage on the input stage changes the gain. Cutting voltage on the output stage changes the volume. Cutting voltage on the power stage changes the texture.
Makes total sense.
And all of a sudden, it's one of those pedals I kept messing with, trying to fit it into our format of like 4 knobs and little switches and things. And I went, man, I'm having way more fun with this, just as 3. And we made it for a Girls Rock charity fundraiser to launch it in 2018. And I thought, if we make 60 of these and people buy them, and it allows us to make a donation to Girls Rock, then that's
worth
all.
it.
Yeah, that was all. If people are like, that was the dumbest thing you ever did, that 3-knob fuzz. And I'm like, but people kept liking it. So
that's awesome.
Got to keep making it.
Last question. Did you ever get detention in school?
Oh, dude. I got detention and a threat of suspension once.
It's got to be a story.
Oh, there's a good story. So, last period of the day, I was in Latin class.
Okay.
And they canceled Latin class, and they said it's just a free period, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, what are we doing here? And I was like, man, I want to go get donuts, because there's like an awesome donut shop near us, right? So we all left, and we're like, man, we left. We're like, but do we need to go back for homeroom to check in? And I'm like, I don't know. What if they get, and homeroom, they're like, what, the teachers don't care? And I'm sitting there like, I don't know. And we all got a little skittish that what if we're not there at homeroom when they check in? Well, no one notices.
Yeah, no one notices.
No one cares. We got caught getting back in.
So you got suspended for detention for getting into school.
And they threatened suspension because you should not leave. We would have gotten away scot-free if we had just stayed out.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? I go back for my car at 3:45 or whatever, right?
And then you get busted for that.
No. It was stupid me going back in, just like trying to cover my butt.
Well, bad news. As an adult, you once again have detention now.
Putting a fuzz pedal last in the chain. you can put these things wherever you want, but this is detention worthy.
That does get you detention.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, man,
thanks, buddy.
Thank you. It's a blast.
Great, man. Thank you.
And continued success with what you're doing, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I love the sounds and
Thanks,
things,
man.
and like the blend of the two classic circuits and stuff. It's like,
Thank you.
It's awesome,
It's a fun, wild game. So, and I love all your guys' stuff. So,
hey,
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other a lot.
We will. We'll
Awesome.
be your regulars, man.
I love it, dude. Thank you.